Hey my loves, I'm jamming out here, but welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing in an ombre lace wig, and this one comes courtesy of OMGHerHair. I'm absolutely in love with the way this is going to come out in the end, but if you're interested in seeing how I got the look, keep on watching. So for starters, this one comes with 4.5 inches of parting, so I wanted to maximize the parting and make sure I used all of it. So I went ahead and just extended the parting back without showing the tracks too much, and then I went ahead and added my shapers, and I'm going to use an electric hot comb, my holy grail hot comb, to go ahead and just stamp that in and make sure that the parting stays as is. Now I'm going to use that shapers along the hairline as well and kind of just brush it in. You guys kind of see the shape I want it to take. I want to show off the hairline very well, so I'm going to just go ahead and use that holding spray and that electric hot comb to kind of just dab in a shape where it kind of will like flip over a little bit, if that makes any sense. And this is going to look really good once we are ready to go. So this one did come lightly pre-plucked. You'll see once I bond it down and add the baby hair and all that, it's gonna look really good. But in the beginning you can definitely go in and customize it if you choose. I'd also recommend that you go in and co-wash it. It's gonna give a nice soft effect and kind of just make the curls and the waves look so much better if you go ahead and wash it. I did not co-wash beforehand, which was a mistake on my end, and I still got an amazing look. But again, I highly recommend that you co-wash this wig first. So you guys know the drill. Once you go ahead and prep the wig as much as you'd like, you can go in and cut off the excess lace. Also, you can tint the lace if you would choose to. I'm going to go ahead and add product on it at the very end so that it blends with my complexion. But a lace tint is just an easy way of, making sure that everything blends with your complexion right off the bat. As we cut off the excess lace, don't be afraid to like cut into the hair. Of course, you don't want to cut any of the hair off, but if you feel the need to, make it match your hairline, for example, if you have a widow's peak, or if there's parts of your hair like on the sides that come up further, just make sure you custom cut the lace around yours so that it fits your hairline perfectly. I'm bonding down with a holding spray, and of course I have it listed in the description box, and I just like to add a nice thick layer. I make sure I chase it like with my finger or a rag to make sure it doesn't drip into my makeup. And then we're gonna bond down using my Dyson. You guys know I love my Dyson. It is literally one of my favorite things to use. It makes such a huge difference, and even if you don't have this blow dryer, because it is pretty pricey, you have to bond down with a blow dryer. Now I know probably the first couple of years that I was here on YouTube doing hair tutorials, I would skip this step and I would just say like, oh, the sides of mine don't ever lay down, so I kind of just tuck them or twist them or whatever the case may be, and that works if that's what you need to do. But I don't know how I got this far in life without using a blow dryer to bond my wigs down. It just literally bonds it down. So much different than air drying. If you don't have a blow dryer, or if you don't want to use one, of course there is ways around it, and again I did it for a couple of years where I wasn't using one, but you get the best hold, trust and believe, especially around the sideburns, if you bond it down. Now I lightly played with the ends. Again, I recommend that you co-wash it so that you get a nice natural fluffy curl. These are kind of like the box curls that come with the wig, and I just worked with those, and as you're gonna see, it's gonna look really good. But if you just want like big bouncy flirty sexy curls, more homemade curls, definitely co-wash first. So as you guys seen before, I did not tweeze out the hairline, and the purpose of this is to show you, of course I can customize it. I can tweeze out the hairline, I can do this, that, and the third, but sometimes you don't know what you're doing. Most of us are beginners when it comes to wigs, and honestly you just want to know how to be able to apply your wig, install it, and make it look good without having to have any expertise. You can also go in and do baby hair all the way around, or you can do no baby hair at all. If you're gonna do no baby hair at all, I would highly recommend that you go ahead and tweeze out the hairline to make it look a lot more natural. If you want to keep it the way it is, baby hair kind of camouflages that and makes it look good. As I mentioned before, I have all the details and a link to shop this wig if you're interested in the description box. This one is going to be a hot one for the spring coming up. It's daylight savings already this week, and it's getting dark late, so If you want to put on your little freakum dress, your little black dress, and go have some drinks with your girls, this one definitely gives you a good, fun, flirty look. I love the way it came out in the end. As far as the color goes, in case you're interested, this one is a 1B 427, and pretty much that means the dark root at the very top is a 1B, that nice rich chocolate brown in the middle is a 20, it's a 4, and the blonde is a 27. And I think this is a definitely a brown girl safe color. I opted to go in with mousse just to kind of set the curls for what they were. And again, this is just a way, if you are, you know, very much a beginner, this is a way for you to bond and install your wig from a beginner friendly point of view. At this point, we're pretty much done with the look. I like to just go in and primp and, you know, just make everything look perfect. So I'm going in with the electric hot comb once again. I told you guys before, I kind of wanted to create like a waterfall effect in a way. I love the way that looks on me. And so I just went in with a little bit more of the hairspray, and I'm pretty much repeating a step I did very early in this process to make it a more dramatic effect. And ultimately, I love the way it came out. What I will say is that the hairline does look a little bit more boxy, and for that, I should have went in and customized the hairline a little bit more. But we are gonna add powder to the hairline and a little bit of concealer to the parting to set it off. Again, I love the curl pattern on this one, and I love the way the color looks on me. You can definitely go in and add layer to it as well. That would look super beautiful. Today, I'm gonna be using the Bobbi Brown, and of course, I'm playing with my kids. I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown powder, and I'll have it in the description box. And this one looks good, and it blends in with my complexion really well. And what I like is that this one looks good when I have on makeup, and it also blends in with my skin when I don't have any makeup on. Also, I love the Fenty concealer in 420. This is the perfect shade for my parting for me. You know, it's more skin-like color, but it also is a little bit lighter because you know your parting typically or your scalp is just a little bit smidget lighter than your complexion. And I just like to go in with a rag, kind of just press that in and blend it out. You don't want that product just sitting on top. You kind of want to push it in so that it doesn't look too blunt. And that's pretty much it. Absolutely gorgeous wig. She came from OMGHerHair. I love this company and I always work with them, and I love all of their wigs. Also, the baby hair. You guys know I like to go in and kind of comb it out so it's not just like stuck to my complexion or my skin, and I think that makes it look even better and more natural. But hopefully you learned how to install a wig super quick, simple, and easy with minimal work. I know, as I said before, a lot of us are beginners. We don't know what we're doing when it comes to these wigs and installing, and I want to make the process as simple and, you know, pain-free, headache-free. I would rather you have a good install than good curls. And once you kind of master, you know, the install, you can work on the curls and co-washing and all these other things. But you know, just being able to buy a wig and it not be so intimidating is what I'm here to help you guys with. So be sure to reach out to me on Instagram. I don't bite. I don't have comments here on YouTube as of right now because YouTube took them away from me, unfortunately. Hopefully they will be back soon, but in the meantime, you guys can DM me comments on my Instagram and I will be active there. I've been saying I wanted to get a Twitter, so let me know if you think I should get a Twitter as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on your post notifications. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!